Conarium, the game about convicted atrium workers, or an atrium of convicts. Either would work, but in truth, Conarium, as I'm sure you've heard and seen on descriptions about everything, is supposed to be a Lovecraftian horror about the brain, because the Conarium's referring to the pineal gland, which is inside your brain, releases serotonin, all sorts of fun stuff. I'm sure the game itself is going to explain things a little bit more in depth as far as what all that is and how that process works, but whatever. Years of studying anatomy and brains, guess came in handy for something. But anyway, before I waste any more time and make some really terrible, horrific dad jokes, let's get in the game.
All life is only a set of pictures in the brain, among which there is no difference betwixt those born of real things and those born of inward dreamings.
Okay. Whatever you say, I was just admiring the jellyfish, and then you pop up this weird guy.
No more can we harbor ourselves on the safest shores, for there are things that cannot be undone.
Maybe right.
Dr. Faust, is that you?
Maybe. Dr. Faust could use some Visine. Sweet watch thing, bro. I guess it's a watch. Well, don't really know.
Oh, my head! The pain! It is unbearable!
So is that sound, man. I feel you.
At last. The pain is subsiding. I thought my head was about to explode.
Well, if that's the kind of slop you're eating, I'm really not surprised, man. Stuff looks nasty. Flashlight. That was just like a projector. Flashlight!
This device, its noises are resonating in my mind.
And apparently in the hallway in this building and everywhere else. Oh. Got a note. 18th of June, 1949. Observation notes of the 4th initiation session. 7:05 p.m. All the participants consumed the De Versailles mixture 5 minutes ago, and they have entered some kind of altered state of consciousness. All of them are now vaguely mumbling in their sleep, like they are chanting something, but the sounds are not conscious. They seem restless. I detect movements in their limbs, and, as always, I wonder if it's because of something they're actually seeing beyond. 7:15. As always, the device is humming and glowing, but this time the atmosphere is different to the previous sessions. Whatever the reason for this might be, it feels almost like that fantastic device is signaling something in a code I don't recognize. It's becoming more and more stressful to be alone here, in the midst of this cold, dim, and incense-filled room. 7:19. It sounds to me like the intensity of the subject's mumbling is much stronger now. Colors and shades are dancing on the walls with the rhythmic ins and outs of the device. I can hear the wind howling outside. Maybe a snowstorm is approaching, or something even worse. 7:24. Exactly 5 minutes and 3 seconds have passed now. They have drifted beyond my area of expertise and guidance. I cannot do anything further except wish for their safe return. Dr. DeWitt's Medical Records, number 1. Well, that was interesting. Upuat Expedition Handbook. Weird radio looking thing. Some jamming speakers. Saw a bunch of other speakers in this room. I wonder if this is just like the recording studio or what all. So that's it, huh? The Deversahe, the fancy weird plant thing. Sahati. So it's like another strain. Oh god. This is just gonna end up about weed. Weed and generators and how that affects people's brains. That's all this is gonna be. This game was one elaborate trip about medical marijuana. Called it.
Hello? Hello? Anybody here? Where is everybody?
Well, they're probably all in the basement.
Looks like we're having a power problem right now.
Probably hanging out where all the Doritos are. Wonder if we're ever gonna get to take anything out of those medical cabinets. Oh, good. A dead end, but power things. Awesome. It's kind of like a breaker box. Auxiliary power needs to be enabled remotely from outside. Gotcha. Okay. So can't do anything there. So that way... sounds wet. I don't know if this is... It's probably locked as well.
Locked.
Yep. Sure enough, and... What kind of door is this? Lockers? Well... Oh well. That's another... Same kind of door, no doubt locked too. Let's see, let's go this way. Cool, I love not seeing outside windows. I love it. That pristine nothingness. Well, looks kind of like snow and ice, so... Let's see if this is outside. It is! Flickering lights and all. Snowstorm. Definitely, it's hit, I would say, yeah. Probably absolutely freezing. Hope I got my jacket, but see if I can't run through this.
The night is cloudy. All I can remember is the successful establishment of the Upper Antarctic base. And after that, nothing is clear in my mind.
Oh, wow. That's unfortunate. Yay! Look at that little breath effect there. How quaint. Looks like it's stuck. I mean, I guess. Cool. Wonder how many people got stuck there. Tape! Tape! Always need tape. Look. That's a gross sound. Oh. That doesn't sound like snow or ice, I'm sorry. But, empty. Okay, what guy is a convenient generator looking thing. Woo!
Tank is empty.
Surprise, surprise. And there's a tank. Yeah, that's what the tape's for. Bummer. Shock hazard. So, like, why isn't that working? Because I'm sure that'd be more effective than... Okay, whatever. Okay, I'm just gonna get rid of that, because that, didn't sound like pouring gasoline, but whatever.
It's locked.
Oh man. Color me surprised. Yes. Hear noises. Things are happening. And I'm guessing we have power? I guess. Can't really... I guess the light did come on. Yeah, lights are solid. Not flickering anymore. So I hope that's what that means. I hope that means the power's back. Because I'd hate to go off that way into the nothingness and snow. Probably die. Yeah. probably die that way. Oh well. Let's just go inside. That's kind of freaking me out a little bit. Well, I guess there are some lights. It's not really anything that I would call brightly lit, but lights exist, or... Okay. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the Antarctic mullet man. At least it looked like a mullet, I don't know. So let's follow it. Yeah. James Barlow.
Locked.
Oh. Nikolai Gogol. The portrait.
If his coat is just right here, where is he now?
Told you. They're all in the basement.
It's
Hitting up the
locked.
Doritos. Taking the walkie-talkie Deversahi. Whatever the heck the plant's called. They tripping.
Locked.
Dr. DeWitt. What you hiding? Oh god. Well, that was anticlimactic and terrifying all at the same time. That's, hey look. Wow. They're not even hiding it now. That's clearly a pot leaf. Yep. Pot leaf and bohemian sculptures made out of wood.
Locked.
Okay, just wanted to shut the door, but whatever.
It's locked.
Everything is locked. Why? Yeah, that's not locked. It's a fantastic looking butterfly, but more nasty food. Ugh. And the baby. Wait, what? A very creepy doll. That's a weird thing. Okay. One of the composite sculptures we've come across during our initial field trips. It has an open third eye on its forehead as well as inside of its hand, which I think indicates some kind of state of knowing because allusions to knowledge and elder things recur all the time in almost every bas relief we have discovered so far. All this leads me to believe these creatures inhabiting those halls acquired some sort of knowledge from the elder things, fabled creatures of primal myths. Well, for a face like that, I would hope they'd find something cool, but, I mean, that's just weird. Several other examples of composite sculptures ranging from humanoid to reptilian in shape. They were mostly damaged and generally in a really bad shape. The lost parts were completed by the artist's imagination. Well, that looks like something out of the Dark Crystal. And there's Reptile Man, yep. The abundance of five-pointed shapes seen across the designs and structures we've come across cannot be overlooked. In addition, most of the elegant figures adorning this staringly silent from above with the gigantic gateways are reptilian in shape. Well, I mean, it kind of looks like a bearded dragon, sort of. I mean, it looks also like a frog, but I'll go with a bearded dragon. And it says A something, can't really tell what that's talking about. And yeah, just looks like ancient shells. Oh god, that's terrifying. That's hideous. The grotesque masonry caused an uproar with the countenance it wore on its reptilian face when we first found it residing within the almost substantial darkness of the cave where it had been carved in aeons past. Some of the crew even claimed that they had heard some muffled laughing sounds coming from within it. The pine cone it was guarding, or hiding with its humanoid hands, has some symbols carved into it which are yet to decipher. So I'm guessing it's just Illuminati aliens that write crazy things. Hey look, pentagram. A lot of insanity. Well, that was a fun read. Oh, there's a trophy. Cool. Something special. And no more trophies yet. There's the... Okay. But I like how getting the lights back on didn't really get the lights back on anywhere. Epic mustache and creepy kid in the background. Yeah. I wonder if that's the same kid. Radio Officer Hansen's Journal Number 2. 6th of July. These nightmares have become unbearable. I still see the same man in my nocturnal visions, but now he is holding something in his hand, which I believe to be a lotus flower. It's marijuana. We seem to be continuing this grave and serious conversation again and again, but I still can't remember the contents. During working hours, sometimes I hear the voice through the radio. It is not in the form of meaningful sentences, but more like unconscious mutterings. I'm afraid to tell anyone about this, for I hate the very idea of the suspension I will probably be facing. How unfortunate that Radio Officer Hansen thinks that he'll just be suspended if he tells people that he's losing his mind. That's probably the most insane about this whole deal. But I'm like, where are you going to get suspended to? I mean, you're in Antarctica. But like, no, don't come into work today, just stay out in the snow. It's cool. Another... Yeah, I think it's all the same kid, but he's just standing wearing a soccer vest, eating someone's life alert necklace. Oh god. Thought those were just like severed hands. And a key to Johann de Witt. Nice. I wonder if that's to that locker that was locked back there. Shut the door out of courtesy.
Locked.
Okay.
Locked.
Well, good. I didn't want to go in those rooms anyway. Creepy idols still on the ground.
If his coat is just right here, where is he now?
Same place. Oh god. About a mental problem. A note about dual personality problem. I've noticed a very curious and dangerous development in the psychological condition of the whole crew that compels me to record this note as an initial diagnosis report. The problem is especially intense for 3 subjects, Dr. Barlow, Dr. Anderson, and Frank Gilman, whom I have been inspecting closely since the onset of their psychological degradation. During the past 2 nights, the aforementioned subjects awoke, screaming in their beds, thus affecting and demoralizing all the crew members. When I spoke to them personally, I noticed some serious deviations in their behavior patterns. As time progressed, I noted deep changes in their mental conditions. When really pushed, they clearly started to behave like someone else, which led me to believe I was facing some sort of multiple personality disorder, but it is too early to draw any conclusions. Other subjects are not too far a cry from their normal personalities, but the difference is, of course, obvious. Their condition is getting worse day by day, and a serious medical examination is needed to be carried out on everybody displaying such symptoms. I informed Dr. Faust and warned him about the consequences. He looked worried, but nevertheless hasn't mentioned it to me since. With the weather conditions we have been having lately, it seems extremely unlikely that we shall receive professional help from the outside world, or will be able to send anybody away for a thorough medical examination, which is the only thing to do under the circumstances. A note on the dual personality problem. Well, I mean, I guess we'll see if this is actually a thing to be worried about, or just something that kind of happened. But oh well, let's go to the private rooms. Explore, explore, explore. And hey look, James Barlow.
It's locked.
That's a drag.
Locked.
Okay. Frank Gilman.
Did I lock my door? I don't remember where my keys are.
Don't feel too bad, Frank. That happens all the time. Even if you're not insane and forgetting your own name. It's no big deal. MC Blake in the house. Bummer. Hope that was a real light switch. And we have another radio. Okay. There's a toolbox. Dr. Faust's note about the purpose of the expedition. The 23rd of June, 49. I know we're close to what we've been looking for. During the adaptation sessions we hold here in the meeting room, I feel like guidance of some sort, something pointing us towards the destination we seek. This could mean we're now in sync with the ancient source. The wearable Conarium, so it's not a watch, what a drag, we're carrying on our left arms connects us, and thus receives sensations from the same ancient source. And sometimes I wonder whether there has ever been another soul during humanity's relatively brief period of existence who was able to achieve such a feat. Within some shunned and elusive sources, I have gathered from around the world, it is said that the extraterrestrial species, the Elder Thing race, that's awkward, built it after passing through a stage of mechanical life on other planets, but its purpose remains unclear. Some picture about robotic eyeballs and servo motors. Interesting. What is this? That's terrifying. That's more weird things. Generated voice is outputted to speakers. Incoming power needs to be regulated. Main feed input, backside. Auditory and visual data are fed to the main systems by the primary filters. Is it really possible to feed the machine on an actual brain? Gross. Ancient sources speak too secretively about this, but it's based on the writings of R. Bacon and Wolfgang von Kempelen. I will try to improve the machine. So, it's a machine that talks like a person, is a person. I don't know. Yeah. It's kind of a gross thought to think about. But I wonder if that's what the speakers are about, and the weird radio-looking things, because I guess that means it's not a radio. Map of us. 5th of February. After our haphazard and momentary aerial exploration of the unholy, utterly alien, cyclopean maze of square, curved, and angled blocks, we get to detect most of the locations revealed by the previous Miskatonic University expedition leader. Okay. Wasn't done reading that, but whatever. That's cool. I just accidentally clicked the button, and I guess I'll look at it later. Got some handle thing. Oh look, another trophy. The brain! I can't read that. Scientifically, the pineal gland, also known as the pineal body, Conarium or epiphysis cerebri, is a small endocrine gland in the vertebrate brain named after its shape, which resembled that of a pine cone. Interesting. It is located in the epithalamus near the center of the brain between the two hemispheres. The pineal gland produces melatonin, a serotonin-derived hormone, which modulates sleep patterns in both circadian and seasonal cycles. But the mystic traditions and philosophy ascribe it a different role. René Descartes regarding it as the pinnacle seat of the soul and the place which all our thoughts are formed. And in the writings of Madame Blavatsky, it was explained in the Hindu concept of the third eye, or the Ajna chakra. I probably butchered that. As a part of the human body not fully understood today, it holds a deep-rooted place in the most important links beyond our material and the continually degrading mystic nature. Well, that was a fun read. And look, we got a trophy out of it. Awesome. My favorite. And that's another thing. Let's see. Dr. James Barlow, Journal Number 1. The 9th of February, 49. Okay, I hear you over there. Today we located the plant, Sahati, with demonic precision under Dr. Faust's guidance. My god, how could a face be so deformed at the moment of victory? His pitch-black eyes were shimmering in the blinding darkness of the pre-human catacomb. Just try to imagine that. In the forbidding and suffocating oldness, he screamed aloud phrases I believe to have originated from the notorious Necronomicon, written by the mad Arab in the 700s AD. It was really too much for our nerves. All of the events were like a stage play, successfully directed and performed by one person alone. No one spoke aloud, but it was apparent from the countenance they wore, everybody was agreed upon the abnormal nature of the knowledge we were shown in that moment. And about the Sahati, it is too early to write anything. I will spend the coming days working on it. Then I will note down my conclusions. Well, that's interesting there, Mr. Barlow. Let's see what else we got down here. Oh, there's that. There's the weird radio thing. It's connected to the cage. Whatever it is. But that's not a radio, that's really a transmitter. At least what one of those articles was talking about, and it's all connected here to this sort of converter power thing. And there's a switch. Okay. It's a promising sound. Frequencies. Beeping and whatnot. Let's see if we can make some magic happen here. So looks like it's adjusting the distance between the waves. This is a square wave of some sort. And this one adjusts the... Okay. So the bottom one's speed, top one's the wavelength. Gotcha. Let's see. Looks like about right. Oh, yeah, that's what it is. That's all it takes. We're starting a fire in this head, and there's a... Wow, that window was really busted. Okay, whatever. Try to ignore that. Well, hello. Water! I need some water. That's all I could think of there, I'm sorry. This is like a miracle of science and...
Who are you?
I'm
Frank?
Frank Gilman.
Is that so?
Pretty sure, dude.
Is there a problem with that?
My name is Frank Gilman, an anthropologist joining this expedition upon the invitation by Venerable Dr. Faust himself.
Well, okay, Frank. Wink,
This
wink.
thing is claiming that it's me. That's absurd. Why?
Yes. Dialogue options. So happy.
You're claiming that you are me, Frank Gilman. But you are just a machine.
And you are just air.
Oh! Sassy robot is sassy. It's better than C-3PO. I don't even know what to think here. Let's go with that. Let's keep it on one track.
Air? What do you mean by that? It doesn't answer me.
Master of Sass. Let's see.
Where is everybody?
In the basement, eating Doritos, cheese puffs.
They are here.
I don't see anybody around. Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. That's reassuring there, buddy.
What do you know about Dr. Faust?
He is God.
He is the grand mastermind and the pioneer of this expedition.
Yeah, just about. Let's see.
Okay, Frank. Tell me, why are you here exactly?
I am here because of my extensive knowledge on the human pineal gland. I am one of the Conarians.
Yeah. That's an amazing name. I want to be a Canarionaut when I grow up.
Conarionaut?
Voyagers beyond.
Beyond the void. Beyond the great beyond that any androgynous, male, female, not gender-specific, robotic machine, Illuminati, third eye chakra has ever gone before.
Beyond? What beyond?
And here comes the sass.
No
Savage.
answer.
Oh god, it's a clue. I love how they like directly copied L.A. Noir sounds. I think that's all he wrote. Oh well, that's fine. Well, with the robot machine head thing named Frank dying. Okay. I think this might be a great place to end this video. So if you liked it, go ahead and leave a like, leave comments, blow things up, send all sorts of fun stuff my way. If you hated it, hey, that's okay. That's fine. I kind of hated this too. Just kidding. It's not that bad. But anyway, if you did like it, like I said, do all the fun stuff, and I hope to see you in the next video.